today I am making a lean girl sticky air fried chicken. It is so simple, it is so easy, and you are seriously going to love it. It is going to taste exactly like KFC. No, I'm joking, it probably won't, but it is a good second, and it really is super simple. Guys, you know that my air fryer is basically my favorite thing on the planet. And so I'm going to be actually cooking my chicken in the air fryer, and there are just a few simple twists that can make your normal chicken breasts taste incredible. So I'm going to start off with, first of all, I'm going to spray my air fryer with this olive oil spray and cook. I actually was going to use some foil in here, but the cameraman forgot to buy it.
I'll take that responsibility.
So you can actually layer your foil in here before you start making this, because it can get a bit messy. Obviously, you guys know when you are cleaning this thing, it is not the best job in the world, and that is actually a great hack to actually not have to clean your entire air fryer every time you use it. You can actually put foil in there and it actually works out perfectly fine. So what I've got here, we're gonna get started, is just some chicken breast, which is some chicken boobs, which I have just cubed up. Depending on how you like it. If you want to do strips, you can also do it with strips, but I just cube them up. Okay, and so here I've got some veg and potato seasoning, as well as Galan's favorite, Steers seasoning salt. So we are going to start off by just seasoning our chicken pretty well. We want to get almost like a breading coating on every single piece of chicken. So here's the trick. You don't want your seasoning to be too thin, almost like salt. You want it more to be like more coarse. So if you look at this, for example, it's got quite a coarse texture, and that is going to give you that delicious crunch that we want on the chicken as the first step. So I just actually took the lid off of this one. Otherwise, it actually is quite difficult to get out. There we go. I'm going to coat a decent amount. Now, this seasoning is not too salty, so you must be careful that it doesn't get too salty. And then again, this is the steer sauce, and you can see this is a little bit thinner, so I'm not going to put too much of that in. And then I'm actually going to just mush it all around and make sure that it kind of is coated everywhere. So I'm going to put a little bit more on here. And so this is going to be the first step, is to get almost like some kind of breading texture on your chicken. And of course you can play around with different spices, different options that you like. If you have any different coarse ones, they also have those really nice seasoning kits that you can get from Woolies that also have really nice rubs and different flavors on. Okay, so now my hands are really dirty, but I'm going to give my air fryer spray so that they don't stick too badly. And then I'm just gonna lay these out as evenly as possible so that I can make space for all of these little babies in the air fryer. And guys, if you haven't bought an air fryer yet, I do recommend getting the bigger one, because you will not be sorry. Like, with the amount of vegetables that I like to put in this thing, it's always like piled to the top. So rather get the bigger one if you do have the option. It's not too much more expensive, and it actually just works out way better. Okay, so now I'm actually going to pop this in the air fryer for about 10 minutes until they are reasonably cooked. I'm then going to take them out, and then we are going to cover them in our delicious sticky sauce. So I will be back. Okay, so my chicken is out of the air fryer. Well, the first little shot that it's going to be in there, and so I'm actually just going to put it back in my bowl. You'll actually see that it's not all the way cooked, because we are actually going to be putting it back in the air fryer shortly. Let me just be a little bit more efficient, and I don't want it to dry out. So it's partially cooked now. I'm then going to take a little secret ingredient, which is the Smart Carb Sticky Brie Sauce. And we are now going to cover it, so that is going to make it so sticky and delicious. And so I'm going to generously pour this now all over my chicken. So we've already got the little bit of crunchiness from the spice, and now we are going to get the stickiness from, let me just grab a spoon. I was contemplating getting my hands stuck in here, but
I think you'll burn your hands.
Probably not a good idea. And so I'm going to just be sure to coat every single piece of the chicken with my sticky barbecue sauce. And this would be a great time to actually have some foil, which we don't have to. Because Gillian will be cleaning this afterwards though, so it's all good. Okay, so it looks like all my pieces are really well covered. We don't want any dry corners. And now we are going to be putting this back in the air fryer, and it is going to be getting oh so deliciously sticky. Get all that sauce. How good does this look already? Oh my god, I'm excited. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back for another 10 minutes. And then I will choose the biggest piece and check if it's all cooked in the middle. And then I will show you guys what it looks like. Oh shit. This looks amazing. Okay guys, so my chicken is now out of the air fryer. Well, I'm getting it out of the air fryer. And you can just see how glorious and crispy and sticky and incredible this looks. I've made a bit extra so that I can actually keep it for a couple of meals during the week. And so that is pretty much it. It is really that simple. I'm gonna serve this now with some sweet potato fries and some veggies, and that is my amazing Sunday lunch. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this recipe. I did not make a recipe card with this one because it's really so simple and so easy. So you basically just put your seasoning on first, pop it in the air fryer, take it out, put on a low-calorie, delicious barbecue sauce, pop it back in, and there you have lean girl delicious sticky chicken.